Hey, Cooking Hot Roofer here. So, today, treat time. So I ended up getting home, sent home early because it's really windy outside right now, and we've got a snowfall warning for tomorrow, Tuesday. And so I'm bored and I want to make some treats. So, of course, I had to break up some crackers. Errors, oops. And what I did was I got a cookie sheet full of crackers here. Some of them are broken, all messed up, but they're together. And I used parchment paper to stick on the bottom. And we're gonna do this 2 ways today. So I got my chocolate chips. Use as much as you want. They're chocolate, you know? Perfect for everything. Oh, and these are salted crackers. So you can use salted if you want. So we're gonna use peanut butter. We're gonna put that, oops. Oh, come on. In there. Right? So this is gonna be my version of whatever, peanut butter cups, I guess. Right? But this has got a crunch to them. So I'm scraping out what left I do of peanut butter. I'm not a fan of peanut butter myself, but because of the protein content, I do eat it. Because protein's important. And so there's a little bit of peanut butter left in that. And I'll just put the lid on it and leave it there. And almond butter. Ooh, yeah, I like almond butter. It actually tastes pretty good. I'm actually surprised. And so, oh no, food contamination. I mixed peanut butter and almond butter. Really? Well, some big scoops of that. Now let's add another one. It's a little bit runny. It's all good. So, it's a little bit drier than peanut butter, but still tastes good. I'm going to mix this up together. And it's really windy outside as well. So we're going to melt this chocolate after I clean this off, kind of thing. We're going to melt this chocolate really easy and really basic. We're just going to use hot water. I'm just filling up the pot right now. Put it on. Put on my chocolate. Put it on 8. And I'll come back when that's melted. So I did add a little bit of butter to help with the melting process. And a pretty good indication that it's melting nicely is, I'll bring the camera over. You can see right there. See how it's melting? It is melting away here. Slowly but surely. You don't want it to burn, right? So, like I said, it's on a medium heat, and I'm just gonna melt all of this. And oh, my phone's ringing, and I'll be back. Oh, auto financing. I don't need to improve my score, and I don't want a new vehicle. So, there we go. So we can melt all this chocolate, and if you wanted to, you could actually add some raw sugar to it as well. Why? Well, it'll help caramelize it a little bit more as well. So you don't need a lot. Just give it a little bit of sprinkle right on top, or even add it right to there. Done. Just like that. It's raw sugar. It's good for you. Builds character. Puts hair on your chest. You know, that kind of thing. So when this is all melted, I'll come back and I'll show you. Okay, so I cheated a little bit. I did add another bowl of hot water to my peanut butter almond butter mix, and I'm personally not a fan, but it does help. I used coconut oil and a couple tablespoons of coconut oil in with the chocolate to help loosen it up a bit because it does get thick, right? And this way it's nice and whipped. You can see it. It's still really thick, but we're going to be laying all this on top of the crackers, right? So I turned off the burner because I don't want it to dry out, right? Even though there's oil in it, chocolate does have a tendency to dry out, especially if it's just plain chocolate. At least that's what I've noticed. So because that burner's hot, I'm going to place my crackers all gently in here. And I did use parchment paper, so then I get all the chocolate and I don't waste any of it. Because I don't like to waste chocolate. I like chocolate. Ooh, that's hot. So all I'm going to do is lay those as flat as I possibly can. And just dump this right on top. And you know what? If you have kids, this will be great for them. It's actually pretty healthy if you think about it. Chocolate's good for you. It's got almond butter, peanut butter, so it's got lots of protein in it. Just kind of spread it around. I'll show you once when I'm done spreading this around. It's a slowly but surely process, or as I say, slowly but Becky. And it's just instead of saying Shirley. Let it get all over the place in there, in the cracks, in between, because you're adding chocolate to this, so this will all firm up, right? Honestly, I think this is the first little treat dessert that I've done, other than the cinnamon buns. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit. You know what? I'm going to stick it in the freezer so then it freezes up nicely. And then when I come back, we'll dump chocolate right on top. And when I come back, I'll show you all that. So here we go. It's only been about 10 minutes. It's just enough to where it's cooled off, right? So you see it there. It's still a little bit tacky up here and stuff. It's all up to you how long you want to put it in for, right? I put mine in for 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna put you back right up here, and we're gonna take the oven mitt because, well, it's warm. It's just warm. I don't want to burn my hand. I'll put you back up like this. There we go. We're going to take this, dump it right in. Why? Because it's chocolate. And we can do that. We can do whatever we want. Sorry about the noise. I got the dishwasher going too. Clean this off. If you're a big kid, you can lick that clean or scrape it clean, whatever. If you got kids, give it to them. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. So you just want to spread this out. And the reason I'm using a smaller cookie sheet is so then the parchment paper is holding in all the chocolate, right? Want to spread it out enough to cover all the crackers. And like I said, I did use salted crackers. You don't have to. You can if you want to. That's entirely up to you. So now that this is done, make it as ugly or as pretty as you want. It's all up to you. I'm going to put this back in the freezer about half hour, give or take. And until then, I'll come back. Okay, so it's been about a half an hour, give or take. Pick the whole thing right up. Okay, easy. Just kind of take it. Open it up. Well, that burner's still a little bit warm, so we'll just put it on here. I'm gonna peel it away. Another thing this chocolate would be good for is strawberries, blueberries, strawberry or cherries, something, right? And you just break it up into however big you want to. Needs a little bit more freezing, but it's okay. Individual little bite size, cut on an angle, why not? Mess it all up. Unless you have kids. Because then they're going to be going, he got a bigger piece than me. Or, she got a bigger piece than me. You know, you get it. So I'm going to cut these all up before I even try one. So I got big pieces, little pieces, whatever, to each their own. Take one out. Okay. It's really good. And it's healthy. And it's gooey. But there you go. There's a sweet dessert. And have fun with that. And that's another cooking show from Cooking Hot River.